Alright, what's going on? Welcome back here to the channel, guys. I know it's been a long time, but yeah, I've still been racing, still been doing all that. Racing College B. Yeah. But yeah, let's get right into this video. Starting this vlog off in the car because I am about to leave to go to Central Florida Power Sports to get a fuel pump seal, fuel pump O-ring, whatever. We bought a new fuel pump. Didn't really cross my mind that I would need to get a fuel pump seal, but it is what it is. Completely forgot about it until went to go put the fuel pump on and it's leaking. So off to an hour and a half away to Central Florida Power Sports. Big shout out to those guys for actually keeping quad parts in stock. But yeah, going there, I figured I'd bring you guys along for the journey, since I haven't posted in a while. But yeah, just been super busy. That's why I haven't been able to post. But yeah, hopefully gonna bring you guys some good content. It is March 9th at 14:28, so 2:30 pretty much, and we have the Georgia GNCC. That's why I'm going to Central Florida Power Sports instead of ordering off Rocky Mountain. But yeah, so I figured I'd bring you guys. I might make this a thing where I bring you guys along for the week of the race and kind of vlog my preparation and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get on the road and I'll keep you guys updated as we go along. Alright, so obviously I didn't do too good of a job of filming anything on the way up, but I was driving just a bunch of back roads and just kind of cruising, vibing to some music. But we made it. We're here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm kind of doing this blinded. But yeah, we're here. I'm gonna go inside, grab this fuel pump, grab the fuel pump seal, and then we're back on the road, right back home. It wasn't too bad of a drive, about an hour and 15. There's a little bit of traffic in here, but not too bad at all. It wasn't bad. But let me get in here, grab these fuel pump seals, and we'll get back on the road. So yeah. Alright, boys and girls, $41.89 later, we got 3 fuel pump seals so that this will not happen again. And got an hour and 46-minute drive home. The boys at Central Florida Power Sports, great help. They're local guys. Most of them race FTR. But yeah, real good guys. Especially Angel. He really hooked me up there. And then the guy that actually checked me out, because Angel ended up having to deal with somebody else. I wasn't able to get his name, but these guys, big help. I'm glad that they have quad parts in stock, because, you know, sorry about that weird cut. I realized I was in the wrong camera settings, so sorry if that was a little bit unenjoyable. But yeah, those guys are a big help. Definitely recommend them. I'm just glad they have quad parts in stock. You know, most people don't really keep quad parts in stock. That's why a lot of us, you know, we don't really have the dealer sponsorships, etc. But yeah, got an hour and hour and 48-minute drive home. So yeah, we're gonna get this show on the road, and maybe I'll actually do a good job at filming on the way home, because this is a different way. It's not all back roads. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next clip, whenever that will be. Boys and girls, dog, I still have an hour and 16 minutes left, and I haven't even left the city yet. This traffic is horrendous. It's got to be some of the worst traffic I've ever seen in my life. There is no way I would be living in the city. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. Zero. Zero. This is not the move, guys. this for like I just got stuck at this light for like the third time now. The city sucks. Just kidding, I'm not hating on anybody's city. Yeah, it's rush hour, it's 4:45, so, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, catch y'all in the next clip. Alright, boys and girls. Just stopped at a 7-Eleven because I had to pee really bad. But, yeah. 38 minutes left to go. I don't know if y'all can see that. Here, let's see. 38. The camera doesn't want to focus on it, but it is what it is. 38 minutes. Going to youth group tonight, so we will see. But, yeah. 6:02 is the arrival time. So, yeah, I will catch y'all in the next clip. Alright, what's up, ladies and gents? It is Thursday. Just the next day. Last night, got the fuel pump seal installed. Obviously, as you can tell, or sort of tell, I have too much shadow. But I don't know how well you can see this, but it's not leaking. There's no gas leaking out or anything. So, yeah. We got new fuel pump installed. This is the old fuel pump. I don't know how well you guys can see it in the lighting, but obviously it is not too, you can see it's kind of dull. It's not as white. And, let's see. I got a new tripod. I'm still trying to figure out how to work it. It's kind of confusing, to be honest. You know what? We're just not going to worry about it. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Come on, buddy. And as you guys can see here, the filter's pretty worn out. So I think the reason why we replaced the fuel pump is because we don't know the last time that the fuel pump's been replaced. We think it actually is the original fuel pump that came in the bike in 2019. So the boys over at B&R recommend that you replace it once a season. We got this bike last year in June. So we've put a decent amount of hours on it, and if the fuel pump's still the original one from 2019, then obviously it's been in there for a while. But here's something nice that the boys at B&R do. You can do it yourself, but they only charge like $10 for it. Here, let me see if I can position this a little bit better. If you see, if I can get it to focus, they solder the connections, because if you don't solder them, they have a probability of coming out, because that's all they are, is just push pin connectors. So they have an extreme probability of falling out. The fuel pump on my practice bike doesn't have them, and I replaced the fuel pump seal in that bike about a week ago, and one of the connectors was already halfway off. So this bike definitely needed a new fuel pump. We're probably going to put a new filter on that one. Even though it's the bad fuel pump, I think it may have just ended up being the fuel pump filter, not the fuel pump itself. So we're going to get a new filter for that. They're about $10-11, pretty cheap, and toss it in the practice bike and see if it works. If it works good, then we'll leave it in there, and then we don't have to take a chance of the connections coming loose or anything. But yeah, so that, and then my dad replaced the linkage. I didn't tell you guys about that, but B&R shipped us a new linkage because the linkage on my bike was absolutely shot. You can tell there's supposed to be a bearing in there, but I don't know if you guys can see that. There is absolutely nothing. So we got a fresh Hauser linkage on there. I believe Hauser's the one that makes that linkage, with some got that paired with the B&R XC link paired with custom axis shocks. We just switched the shocks up. I was running the B&R Springers. They're an excellent shock, but we took the custom axis off my practice bike and they just feel a little bit better. So I don't know if that's a tuning thing or maybe I just prefer the Axis more. Either way, we can still get the boys at B&R to tune them up for me, or Micah at Custom Axis. So yeah, that's pretty much the changes that we've made. I raced on the Axis last race at the Florida GNCC, and they felt phenomenal. I was with Micah Friday. He was helping me get ride height set up and everything. So definitely big shout out to Micah for helping with that. Great guy. But yeah, so now I am going to be cleaning my gear, which I'll take you guys a little bit along for the process. I won't do any time lapses or anything just because I don't have the time today. I have a lot of stuff to get done. We're leaving tonight, and I have schoolwork and crap to get done, but you know, who really cares about schoolwork? But yeah, so let me get right into cleaning my gear, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alright, boys and girls, got my signature, you know, Greenworks pressure washer. Does the job. 1800 psi, 1.1 gallon. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Formula 88 in the bottle, ready to go. Getting ready. Oh yeah, nice. I split my hose the other day. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably can't. But I split my hose the other day. I'm pretty mad about that. But here's a fly racing jersey, the freshies that I got for this GNCC season, printed out by THXC Designs. Great guys over there. Y'all hit them up, tell them I sent you. Really good product. Never had jerseys peel anything, and they're just great guys. They go to most of the GNCCs. They're out of Alpharetta, Georgia, somewhere in there. But this is what we're cleaning today. Got my Atlas neck brace, Usui. I've heard it pronounced different ways. That's just what I pronounce it. Fly gear, like I already said. Fly Formula helmet, best protection system. The AIS system saved me a couple times. And my Garnet boots. Getting these things cleaned up and ready to go. But let me just show you guys. Okay, that's gonna make me mad. But let me just show you guys how easy it is to use. Well, we got it in a window cleaner bottle because I buy it by the gallon. But just look at how easy it is to use Formula 88. All you gotta do, okay, it'll come out. There we go. All you gotta do is just spray it down, just like this. With Formula 88, there's no scrubbing or anything involved with it. It's just spray on, get your pressure washer, wash it right off. So let me wash it off real quick because I prefer to use two hands when I'm doing my jerseys because they like to fly away. So let me wash it off real quick and I'll show you guys the product because it'll turn everything back to its original color. It's not acidic, so it's not gonna, you know, mess anything up. But let me wash this off real quick and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright guys, here's the aftermath. You guys see all the mud, everything in this cream color right here came right out. Everything in the blue came right out. So yeah, Formula 88. You guys hit them up. You can find them everywhere. Lowe's, Home Depot, your auto parts store. I think they sell it in O'Reilly's and AutoZone and stuff. But yeah, definitely, in my opinion, the best product out there when it comes to cleaning. The boys over at On the Pipe podcast keeping me company while I do this. But let me get into the back of this jersey and the rest of my gear, and I'll show you guys the aftermath of it all. Everything should come out spotless thanks to Formula 88. But yeah, I'll show you guys the aftermath. Alright, boys and girls, we are done with the gear. Neck brace, loose way. And we're gonna walk down here to the garage. And we got the helmet drying, boots are drying. So yeah, I think I'm going to wash my truck and hyper wax it with some chemical guys. Hydro speed, no, not hydro speed, hydro something. But yeah, so I might vlog a little bit of that, but I know you guys aren't here for the truck washing content. If you are, drop a comment below and let me know. I'll definitely bring it. The business that I run, we do a lot of car detailing, so this is my personal vehicle. But yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit of it, a little bit of insight. But if you guys want me to expand my my content out into that, then definitely let me know, and I will do that. But I will catch you guys not in the next clip, because that's getting old. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, so it's like 2-3 hours later at this point. As y'all can see, got the car, or truck, clayed, hyper wax, so the water should be right off, you know, as it should. But yeah, here's the whip, y'all. It's a nice little whip. It's got like 200 and like 2,000 or 3,000 on it. So yeah, it's nothing too special, but you know, it gets the job done. We take it to the races, tow it with our trailer. I've done a few stuff to it. It was my dad's truck, now it's my truck, but I plan on possibly doing like a level and stuff like that in the future. But for now, you know, we got 2 tins behind the seat that slam. Don't mind the toilet paper, that's for the porta potties at the races. I don't know if you can see that, but those are not OEM. So got door speakers all around. I went coax and got 2 amps, one for the doors and one for the subs. Got a Scar 1500. I don't know. Oh, you guys are gonna be able to see up in there. Got a Scar 1500 right there and a Teramps 400 by 4 underneath the seat. So yeah, definitely really clean setup, pretty simple install. Maybe if I do more vehicles in the future, I can shoot some vlogs for those. My AirPods died, so I'm kind of blowed about that. So we're going old school with the Skull Candy Crushers. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I may or may not pick up the camera. I think this may be where I end it and start the actual race vlog for the Georgia weekend. But yeah, so this was the past 2 days getting prepped up for the GNCCs. Just kind of where we're at. So I think I might start this like a thing, like I don't know how often I'll upload them, but maybe doing like the week before or like the week after and combine them. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end the video off. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.